Hello everybody, Coach Aaron here, and today I have such a fun video for you guys. Definitely stick around till the end and watch this whole thing because it is going to be super beneficial for you guys. We're going to be talking about muscle imbalances and injuries caused from muscle imbalances. So for me personally, throughout my entire life of athletics, throughout my entire life of lifting, all of my injuries have been due to muscle imbalances. And a lot of you guys, a lot of people have the same muscle imbalances. And I want to teach you guys what the proper ratio should be for muscle to muscle and how to correct those imbalances. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to play a little game here. I've got a lot of notes we're going to go through. I've got a lot of diagrams too. So let's get rolling on this. So when I'm asking you these questions, we're going to play a little trivia game. When I'm asking you these questions, I want you guys to think about your muscles, think about your strength, and how this relates to your life when you're answering these questions. So the first one is, what is stronger, your biceps or your triceps? So biceps are here, triceps are here. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say your biceps. And the reason why is because we have that stigma that our biceps, we want to look good. We want to have nice biceps. But in reality, your triceps should be stronger than your biceps. And let me show you the reason why. So if we take a look here at the biceps, as you can see, it's composed of two heads right here. If we take a look at our triceps, as you can see, is composed of three heads here. So the triceps take up a lot more of your arm. It's made of three different muscles, while the biceps is only made of two different muscles, so there should be a 3-to-2 ratio. Now, since for most people, the biceps is a lot stronger than your triceps, we want to start by trying to even it out, shoot for that 1-to-1 ratio, and then kind of go from there. And what could happen if you do have such stronger biceps than your triceps is it could really lead to some elbow pain. I know a lot of us suffer from tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. A lot of times that could be from a muscle imbalance between your biceps and your triceps. All right, so up next, let's talk about our legs. We've got the hamstrings and the quads. The quads are on the front of our legs. The hamstrings are on the back of our legs. So let me ask you, what is stronger for you guys, the quads or the hamstrings? So most of you guys probably said the quads are a lot stronger than your hamstrings. So that is actually what we want. We want our quads to be stronger than our hamstrings. But what happens is through daily life, through daily activities, and through improper form with our exercises, our quads get completely overtrained in comparison to our hamstrings. So the ratio really becomes a discrepancy. You do want your quads to be a little bit stronger than your hamstrings, but let's see what the ratio is that we want. So let's take a look at the quads. As you can see, it is comprised of 4 different muscles, and that's on the front of your leg. Let's take a look at our hamstrings. So I know there's a lot of muscles listed on here, but really the hamstrings are composed of these 3. So we've got the biceps femoris, we've got the semitendinosus, and we've got the semimembranosus. So there's only 3. So we almost want that 4-to-3 ratio between your quads and your hamstrings. But like I said, what happens is those quads become completely overpowered in comparison to those hamstrings, and that puts your knees in a vulnerable position. So one of the things that I suffered from in football was patellar tendonitis, and I actually had to have surgery to get that repaired. And that is the reason why, is because my quads, from the different positions that I was in, from the different things I was doing, were so much more overpowered than my hamstrings. So you do not want to go there. It's painful. So definitely work on your hamstrings a lot more to try to close that gap, to try to decrease that discrepancy. And one of the rules of thumbs that we use here at Summers Fitness is every single week we do some type of hamstring curl, sometimes even twice a week. And that's okay because we want to strengthen up those hamstrings to decrease that gap a little bit. All right, so let's take a look at our next one. And there's a lot of other muscle imbalances that are out there too, but I'm just going to talk about the main 3. So the last one we're going to talk about is our front in comparison to our back, mainly our chest to our back. So everybody always asks you, if they're asking how strong you are, they always go to the bench press. Oh, how much do you bench press? How much do you press? And that is another stigma that we always want to work on our front side, because most people see our front side. A lot of people don't see our back side, so we want it to look good. And the same goes with our abs. Now, when it comes to that, we actually want there to be a pretty much an even ratio, 1-to-1 ratio. But what happens is our chest becomes so overpowered, our front side becomes so overpowered. And that's because we're always working on our front side, or because we're on our phones, we're on our computers, we're in that position constantly. And if that side gets so much stronger than your back side, you end up in this position and it doesn't look good. It's unconfident. It's not going to feel good. It's going to lead to some back issues. It might lead to some neck issues as well. So one of the sayings that we have here at Summer's Fitness, or on my first day, actually something that Summer said to me, is the chest is for show, the back is for go. So we want to work on our back. And in fact, because of all the daily activities that we do that leads to that muscle imbalance, I like to work on the backside in a comparison to the chest 2-to-1 ratio, even though the strength ratio should be about even to make up for that, such that imbalance. We want to work that out 2 times to 1. So like I said, the front is for show, the back is for go, and that is another injury that I had. I actually pulled my pecs multiple times, and I actually tore this one pec. So that's an injury that's, I'm still actually recovering from, even though it has been 5 or 6 years now. And that is the reason why, is because I was doing so much bench press or chest press, but not enough back stuff. So I did have that muscle imbalance. And speaking of which, the barbell chest press is one of the worst exercises you guys can do for your front side and your shoulders. Yes, it's going to build that strength, but it puts your shoulders in such a vulnerable position. So we rarely do that here. We actually do a lot of dumbbell type of stuff to kind of put you in such a better position for your shoulders too. So just a little tip there. Now, those are the 3, like I said, those are the 3 main ones, and those are the 3 main injuries that you'll see. But there are plenty other ones too. We want to strengthen up our core. We want to strengthen up our lower back. We want to strengthen up the inner and outer thigh muscles too, to prevent those muscle imbalances. And one side of yours might be a little bit stronger than the other. We want to work on those too. But those are the 3 main ones that I wanted to talk about. Now, this is why programming is extremely important. So a lot of you guys out there might be following along with workouts, from people who might just look good. They're not certified personal trainers. They're not certified or had any education or anything. They just look good. So you guys follow along with their workouts. I completely understand where you're coming from, but a lot of times I have seen so many people get injured just because they're following along with Instagram models that may look good, but they might not be doing the proper form. They might not be doing the proper exercises to fix those muscle imbalances. So programming is extremely important. All of us here at Summer's Fitness, we're all specialists in something. Like I said, I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist. We have a couple others on staff. We have nurses on staff, and we actually have a medical team with us too. So programming is extremely important. We all come together for that programming. And for that programming, we work on all those ratios, make sure we have those proper ratios. And we also utilize periodization, which is important. A lot of people don't know about that. So one week might have to be a lot different than the next week in order to prevent those muscle imbalances. So just a little pitch for us, come to Summer's Fitness, come check us out. We would love to have you guys. We want to make sure that everything is safe. Safety is our number 1 priority, but we want you guys to have an effective and fun workout as well. So come check us out. We've got different trials going on. And if you guys are interested, then email us, text us, call us, whatever it is. We'll get a hold of you. We'll get you rolling. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is something that I'm super passionate about, so I apologize if I went a little bit long, but this is a lot of fun. I hope you guys had some fun too and realized a few things about yourself and some different things that you have to correct too. So we're here to help you with that. All right, guys, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all later.